Hello, beautiful souls. I'm here today to bring through some light language to integrate our 12 strands of DNA, and I'll talk in a minute about why I brought that forward. But first, I just want to say congratulations for making it through August. Holy smokes, I don't know if you felt it the way I did, but I haven't done a thing for the last 2 weeks of August. I was completely out of commission. I know, clearing for the mass consciousness, and of course for myself, and downloading, and it was a lot of work, and I really literally did nothing. So I'm back. I'm so happy. I was really hoping that when September arrived, I would feel more alive and more energy and a little more spark on the inside, and happy to say it's coming back, and even a new direction from that time of being in that energy of August. So I don't know if you felt it as well, but this light language that I'm going to bring through today will help us to integrate everything that was happening there. And one piece of it, I receive a weekly email from Patricia Cota Robles, and every year she holds a retreat, and I attended once. There was over 300 people in this room, all meditating together, focused on one intention that serves the highest good for humanity, and it is a powerful event. And she said that in the August gathering this year, one of the things that was accomplished with the group was that our 12 strands of DNA have been activated. And that certainly explained to me part of why August was so challenging for so many of us. And I know that the fatigue that I felt was related to physical restructuring. And I know that always happens when there's energies coming to the earth that are opportunities for us to download and upgrade, you could say, and increase our energetic vibration. And I'm always saying yes to those opportunities when they come. I'm here to expand and grow into my greatest potential. So even if it means being totally out of commission for 2 weeks, I'm happy to do that. Part of it, I was cat sitting for my daughter, and so I wasn't even in my own home, and I realized that they placed me there so that I would be a bit out of place and not so inclined to try to push through it perhaps and do work when the energy wasn't really there for me to do that. So now that we're in September, I feel like the energies have subsided from that Virgo new moon as well. There was a lot of energy related to that, so a lot of it was planetary. It's just everything's lined up to make all of this great potential for humanity happen. And whether you really felt it to that degree or not, it was happening for you as well. So don't feel that you got left out or left behind, or be hard on yourself because you weren't ready. We all integrate in our own way. And that's why I thought to bring through some light language to help us integrate this restructuring that's happening inside our bodies from all these energetic opportunities that are coming to the earth, so that we can all just drop in, and whether we can feel the effects of this light language or not. Okay, I feel like yawning, so I know some clearing's going to happen in this. You can trust and know that it's happening. I feel it in my body, and I know it's different when it's not running through you, but we also know that most of our bodies are made up of water, and water holds vibration. Water is actually liquid crystal, and sound impacts water. Sound changes the structure of water. So when we're listening to this light language, that's a big way that it is restructuring our body, is by the water in our body is actually restructuring to hold the vibration of this sound. And intent is the basis of much of what we accomplish in this world. Intent is huge. So intent creates the ethers to start to bring something into form. It's like there is no experiment that's completely neutral, because even the thoughts of the people who are conducting the experience are impacting the outcome. That's why intent is so powerful. It's always creating. And so I invite you to bring your intent into this light language as you listen as to what you would like to integrate. It can be, you know, that this restructuring of our DNA and the awakening of our 12 strands of DNA, everyone who puts their intent into that this is happening for you and all of humanity, we're making it easier for everyone else who's coming behind, because there's more of a pattern, like we're creating a path for others to follow, and it makes it easier. And if there are other things in your life that you feel are challenging from integrating energies, go ahead and add your intent that you receive support in that with this light language. So I'll bring through the light language, and then we'll see if there's any channeling or anything else that wants to come through behind it. And to all of you who have been really feeling the impact of the energy of August, and if you weren't able to take the time that you felt like you needed to be able to integrate, for example, if you had to get up and go to work every day and you have a family when you get home and life was just really busy, then I would invite you to have the intent that this helps you integrate everything that was challenging for you because you didn't really have the time to rest into it and allow your body to fully integrate it. You can use this opportunity for that full integration. Okay, here we go. Ka ima atwa e inaktika atwa ikna atwa e. Omachki in anwa aliktika atwa e ikna atwa e. Umaktika I alawa ichkna awa I anatika I ana. Umalakawa ichkna a ikaya o ichkna itwa e. Itkahalawa iknachka itma atwa ikna a. Utikaha wikachna ikwa a. Ichka alawa e ikna acha ikna a. Ikna a ilawa achkna ikna e. Utikaha ikla a ichkna atwa e nikai. Unika atwa e ila ichkahawa ikna a. Utikaha weke ina mikatuka o ikna. Uachla ki amaka atwa e ikna atwa o. O tikaha ikalawa e ichkana atma inawa. Utikahalawa e ika nikai a chokna atwa e. Uakalawa ina atwa e kana. Uchika a ilawa atna e mika I ochkana. Utika a ichkana atwa e. Ichkana atwa e imaka a. Oala a nikatika wa tikaya o alawa e chikana. Umaka I ala na imaka atwa e na a. Uakanawa ichkana awa e ichkikakna. O makalawa e chkna ewa I akna chikna. I makalawa e I akna e uktaka atwa e. I lakalawa ichkana awa e miktaka atwo. I makalawa ichkana ewa ichkana ewa ikna a. Ichkanakawa e tikayawa. E tikayawa ho akna. Ichkana awa e I lakna. E ilawa e akana e maktakawa e ichkana e lakanawa e lakai e lakai oche ikanatiwa oche ikanatiwa e kakana awa e ichkana e la awa e kana e kana o e kana. And as they were working, I saw that it would work for you in the way that you can integrate with ease and grace. In the beginning, it was like the mycelia under the soil, under the trees. And I recently read, if you don't know, I'm the author of the book Conversations with the Trees. So I have this beautiful love for trees, and the trees communicate through me. And I recently read that the mycelia under the soil can connect hundreds of acres of trees. And that is why when we're deforesting, we're not only cutting down these beautiful trees, but we are actually cutting the lines of communication between these trees, because it's been, in this article, it said that trees will actually, when they're dying, send energy into this mycelia so that it can go to their neighboring trees. It's a great channel of communication in so many ways. And they showed me this for us as humanity, that this awakening of the 12 strands of our DNA and this restructuring that's happening within our bodies is connecting us more as humans. And in a session that Alba Weinman was doing, taking people deep into hypnosis, there was a woman who does light language, and she said that at some point we're all going to be communicating with light language, which is telepathic. It's not so much that it's one language that is interpreted as much as it is a feeling and a sensation and a knowing that comes to us. It speaks to our structure more than our mind, particularly now when we don't really usually understand what's coming through. And so they showed that this light language is activating that within us. And also, as I said, the integration, that we will be able to integrate this as we're able to. So I would invite you to listen to that light language many times. And I wanted to share as well that in the last couple of days, yesterday and the day before, I'm a very creative person, and that comes out in many ways, in creating a healing modality and creating light language sound essences, and also in artistic ways. And I love to decorate, and I've started painting again. And after this retreat that I was in August, in September, I've already had the feeling that one day I thought, I just want to paint. It was like something has shifted within me. And yesterday, I was on the phone with a friend, and I was telling her this, and I just started to laugh because it was almost like I got a cosmic joke. I felt like I'm done with being spiritual. And not that that's true in the way it sounds, because I'll always be a spiritual person. I've come here to support us in these times of transition, and I know that. But it's like I've realized that I don't need to focus on being spiritual anymore. I don't need to think about what I'm going to bring into the world. I can just be doing art every day and love my art and play with that and let that come through. And I'm doing my spiritual work that way. So something has dropped in about just our presence is our spiritual work. And that piece about, I know we've all heard it before, to just do what you love. And yet, this is a new understanding of what that means. It's like, I'm doing everything I need to be doing just by being here and being in the passion of what wants to be created in a moment. And it's so interesting because yesterday when that came through, I really was laughing, like I just got a huge cosmic joke. It was so funny to me when I realized that. It's like, holy frig, I don't have to be this spiritual person anymore. I don't have to do this. I'm doing this video today because I love the light language and I love bringing it through. But I don't have to do this. And it really was like I got a cosmic joke, and it was about my art, and I'm playing. I'll show you a little piece. that just a little piece that I did yesterday. I'm going to put a little something in here. And it's just playful and light and fun. And that's what I realized. It's like, let go of the heaviness of being this person who has to do this and that, and just let it be light and playful and fun. And there was something else I was going to say about that, and I've lost it now. See if I can get it back. It's gone. Anyway, it's understanding that everything we do is doing what we've come to do. Oh, I know what it was. It's the piece about trusting that we can do that. We can paint all day if we feel like it and still be supported by the universe. That's a really key piece. I think that's why we hear it, but we don't really jump into the activity of it, or I'll speak for myself. I have to a large degree, because I do believe that the universe supports me, and it does. And really, I've let go of doing the 9 to 5, and even recently work that I had part-time. I just let it go and trusted that the universe is going to take care of me, and it is. And I feel like what I got to yesterday is another deeper level of that it doesn't matter what we're doing. If we're doing what comes from inspiration, what comes from excitement and comes from the heart, then we can trust that the universe is going to look out for us while we're doing this. So this is just an invitation, and just something to play with, and perhaps I'll do a light language someday for us to really integrate more of that faith and trust that the universe is going to look after us. When we have it takes a lot of courage, I know, to change your life in a dramatic way, and if you hate your job, to trust that things are going to line up. And I don't suggest that anybody quit their job and just be like the fool stepping off the cliff and trust that it's all going to show up. It takes a lot of internal work to get to that place. So until you know that you've done the internal work to get there, please don't just give it all up. But just to know that when we do this work, it will lead us to that point that you will feel change is coming within you, and allow yourself to be that change. That's the big piece I wanted to say, is I'm going to allow myself to be this change that came up yesterday. And the mind can also be tricky, because I caught myself this morning thinking, okay, I'm going to paint today. What am I going to paint today? Because this is like my new way of being. And it's like, whoa, wait a minute. That's not the way it's meant to be. Painting is not meant to be my new my new, way that I'm going to make it in the world. It's not about that. It's about letting go of that piece of, oh, this is the way I do it. It's just letting life flow through me in this moment. What does this day want to bring? What is my soul juicy about this day? What brings me alive this day? And if it's absolutely nothing, like the last 2 weeks of August were for me, let that be okay. So just sharing a bit of what it can look like, and also how the mind can immediately want to jump in and structure it into something that it's used to, that makes it feel important to have things that it has to do. And a lot of our sense of, I think, having great purpose comes from the mind's feeling that it has to have something that it does. One of my favorite poems that I remember, I memorized it in childhood, probably early teens. If I can stop one heart from breaking, it's going to make me cry, I shall not live in vain. If I can ease one life the aching, or cool one pain, or help one fainting robin back to its nest again, I shall not live in vain. That's by Emily Dickinson. And I believe it's very true. Every act in every moment where we offer love and support into the world is our purpose. So I will leave it there. So much love to you all. Thanks for being present with me in this moment. So much love.